Art lovers, I got a cool video for you guys today. We're doing an art tour. What is an art tour? I don't know. Stay tuned. Find out right now. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Hey, art lovers. It's Leah, the artist, back again with another video. Today's video is going to be an art tour. So basically what that is I'm going to show you my favorite art that I still have in my possession. I've learned as an artist, as a growing artist, that it is important, especially if you want to sell your art, it is important to have some type of meaning behind this art. Why did you paint it? What does this mean? What were you feeling in the moment? And being able to portray that to a buyer is important, because not only do they want amazing art, they want to know the person that they're buying this art from. So today, I'm going to break it down to you. I'm going to show you some of my most favorite pieces, and I'm going to show you why I painted those pieces. Again, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. Also, side note, I'm a little crusty today because I am in creative mode. That's another reason why this video is taking so long to get uploaded, because I'm working on something special. I'm actually going to give you a sneak peek of that at the end of this video. So if you want to see my current project that I'm working on that I didn't record any content for, shame. Stay tuned. Make it to the end of this video, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my current piece that I'm working on right now. So, all right, art lovers, let's get into this beautiful piece that we have right here. It's a 24 by 30, painted in all acrylic, and her name is Drowning. Yeah, so I created this piece. I wanted it to depict how difficult it is for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, asking for help, it almost makes me physically sick to my stomach to have to say, hey, I can't do this. I need help. Can you help me? And I needed to paint this as a reminder that it is okay. It's okay. Because you look crazy underwater, not reaching or asking for help. It's okay to ask for help, y'all. If you need it, ask for it. And the worst thing they can say is, hell no. My mama used to say that. Shout out to her. But she is absolutely stunning. She's gorgeous. It's one of my favorite pieces that I painted. I'm going to give you a close-up in just a second. As of right now, let's get into her. I just wanted to give you an idea of the size as well, and I'm 5'2", so yes, Drowning. This piece is called Drowning. I painted her this year. All right, y'all, let's get into this next piece. She's so beautiful. This is a 24 by 38. She is a large beauty. Her name is Growth. I used oil for the subject, acrylic for the background, and acrylic for the sunflowers in her hair. Her name is Growth. I created this piece in honor of my metamorphosis that I have currently been going through from 2024 up until now. I'm learning from things, I'm growing from things. I've also been hurt by some people. That's why she has this knife in her back. But all of those things combined together is what promotes growth, healthy growing, learning from your experiences, learning from your choices and decisions, also learning from the people that hurt you. You learn from the people that stuck around, and you learn from the people that didn't stick around. And I wanted to paint this as a beautiful reminder to keep growing. You're never too old to learn. You're never too old to grow. Because when you stop growing, you're dead. On the inside, at least. this beauty, it's a big girl. She's one of my favorites. Okay, y'all. So this next piece I have is entitled Ode to Grace Jones. This absolutely beautiful piece. I wanted to depict Grace Jones in a graceful way without creating a identical portrait to her, because Grace Jones isn't just a person. She isn't just a supermodel. She's an essence. She's a being. I like her strong powerfulness. She has such a beautiful, defined jawline, and she's a dark-skinned Black woman from another country, and she made a name for herself. She made waves, okay? Honey, she's still making waves. She's still a goddess. She's still an icon. She is the moment.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
Okay, so I just wanted to do this because I wanted to depict Black women and women in general as essences, as entities, as just beings, because we are more than just our body. We are our souls. We are our minds. And I created this in empowerment. I felt beautiful while creating it, and it's a beautiful piece, and she's absolutely one of my favorites. She's a 16 by 20. I painted her with all acrylic, and baby, let's get into it. I also used some silver foil in her eyes to create some chrome eyes, so she's very luminescent. I created this beautiful pattern, very tribal, very African, very Black. All right, let's get into this next beautiful piece. This is a 16 by 20. The background is acrylic, and the subject is painted in oil. And he's called Do-Rag. Honestly, I just want to paint something really Black. I'm so into my culture, my people, my pride, and I wanted to depict that without it being some slavery or some Black suffering or anything like that. I wanted it to be simple. I wanted it to be powerful, and I wanted it to make sense. I wanted it to be relatable. And that it is. So we have this beautiful do-rag being tied with a monochromatic shirt to match, okay? And he got his girl back here strapping it up like, let me fix your crown, king. There we go. This is called do-rag. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into the party never ends. This was the piece that I was working on in my last video, and she is an 18 by 24. I did her body in charcoal. The background is acrylic, and her disco ball is also acrylic. This one actually is quite meaningful to me. After my accident and all of the things happened to me, I didn't paint for at least a year. And this piece was the piece that I created once I got back into my groove and I refocused myself. This piece is a testament to me. Your girl was a party girl. You know, I like to turn up. I like to go out with my friends, have a drink, do what I want to do, move how I want to move. Then life came at me and it hit me hard. And I painted this to remember those fun times. Like when you're sitting in the house and you're sad, remember, this is where you used to be at, but we're growing. But I wanted to depict it in a beautiful way. She's just a disco girl, and she's gonna always be that girl. Always. Don't ever forget that. And I wanted to remind myself, because when I was going out and partying, that's when I felt my prettiest. I got dressed up, I put my clothes on, I did my makeup, I did my hair, nails, everything together. And since I've recently been in the house and not doing those things, I wanted to remind myself, girl, even though you're in the house, you are still that moment. You still are that girl. Don't you ever forget it. And you are still that girl, that boy, that person, that they, that them, that she, that he. You are him. You are her. And you are they. You're valid. That's the party never ends. All right, y'all. My next piece. Smile. Smile. This piece is also a 24 by 18. And the subject matter, so her face and her hands, this part of her body is charcoal. And everything else is acrylic. Her hair is acrylic and the brick background is also acrylic. So this piece, she's one of my favorites. I don't show her very often, but that's because I don't want to let her go. I think a lot of us can relate to this. You're out, you're having a good time, you're minding your own business. Sometimes you have heavy RBF. If you don't know what RBF is, I'm going to drop it down. Sometimes you have heavy RBS, and then you have this one strange person that doesn't know you, and they look at you and they tell you, smile. You're too pretty to be frowning. How about you smile? Life isn't that bad. And it pisses me off because how do you know life isn't that bad? How do you know? How do you know I'm not suffering in my own skin right now? It makes you want to crash out, seriously. So I decided to put this piece together to show a very melancholy eye, and then I did the index card to show the smiley face. I call it, this is my happy face. This is my happy face. Now I gotta find that clip and add it.
This is my happy face.
But yeah, so this was my first time ever painting brick. And looking at the brick here, your girl didn't do too bad. I didn't do too bad at all. But yeah, I just wanted to show a very beautiful woman being forced to have to smile and fight through it. People ask you, are you okay? People ask you, how's life going? But they don't want to hear the actual answer. They just want to hear you say, okay, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm great. When in all actuality, that's not the truth. I'm not okay. I'm struggling. I'm sad. I got a lot of pressures on my back, and life is weighing really heavy on me, and I don't feel like smiling today. And you can't make me. But if you want to smile, here's a fake one. All right, y'all. Let's get into this. Baddie shot o'clock. Baddie shot o'clock. All right, so this is always a player. And a card just fell off. How embarrassing.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But I'm going to keep that in because we're real, we're raw, and we're kind of uncut. All right. So this piece is charcoal and acrylic mix. It's a 16 by 20. And like I said, her name is Always Be a Player. I painted this as a reminder to myself from all of those toxic relationships and all of those times I made excuses for the toxicity. Had me out here looking like a clown. So I had to remind myself, like, girl, play the game. Don't get too attached. If you want to have fun, have fun. But don't have these folks out here having you looking crazy, like a fool. A fool. Play the game. Play the game. So really, it's not that deep. I just needed to remind myself to play the game, okay? I'm not gonna allow these people out here having me looking crazy ever again in my life. And I painted this as a reminder. Let's get into this detail. All right, babies, let's get into her. She's one of my more eccentric pieces. And this is a mixture of charcoal and acrylic. She is a 24 by 30. And I love this girl. I love her so much. I love her pose. I love her angle. I love the shape of her body. I wanted to create an entity. Something more of a soul, not an actual being, because sometimes I feel like women, we transcend above a lot of things, and I wanted to depict this in such a cool, really funky way. So I did this crazy background, which is my thing. Also, I just wanted to show her in a really sexy element. She also has deeper things to her. She has a ski mask on because things can get real. But she also has her third eye open as well, because I can see through your BS and right into your soul. And that's what I wanted her to depict in this piece. Also, she doesn't have a name. I just call her Untitled Entity. Honestly, that's her name. She is a big beauty on this nice stretched canvas, and I love her so much. Let's get into this detail. The highlights, the shoes are silver foil, actually, that I had to glue on. Untitled Entity, baby girl. All right, let's get into this baddie right here. We all know her. We all love her. This is an 18 by 24 canvas. The subject was created with charcoal. The background was done in acrylic. This is Catwoman. It's titled Catwoman. That's who it is. We all know her. We love her. Catwoman was an overlooked person. She was basically invisible until one day she gained some superpowers. But those superpowers, of course, didn't turn her great. She wasn't evil. Villains are not born, they are created from society telling her she wasn't good enough. People looking down on her, just not loving her altogether. And I relate because I'm cold with this art, but I feel like I don't get the recognition that I deserve sometimes, because I'm not painting portraits of rappers and singers and all of these things. Because I'm not painting Beyonce, people don't find my art valid, and that pisses me off. So in a way, I feel Catwoman on a whole nother level. So I just wanted to paint her something fun, something funky, little razzle dazzle. So I want y'all to go ahead and get into these details of her. Look at that. Those eyes, beautiful. That leather is leathering. And she's a cat, so I want to give her little milk droppies in the background. Nice little subtle details. My girl Catwoman. Yeah. Alright, y'all. Auntie had to come back in the house. It was hot. So my last two pieces basically are one and the same. And I entitled this, Let Me See. Okay. I'm from the South. Dallas, Texas to be exact. Might be a controversial thought, but the South and grills, we might not have started it, but we made it a trend, okay? And like I said in my other video, I am very passionate about my culture, and this is a part of it, okay? And we also have the male version as well. So we got side-by-side pieces, male and female. Let me see part 1. I painted him in oil. This is all oil paint. It's like a 9x12 oil painting. And I did her in acrylic, same size. And these are some of my most favorite pieces. I'm going to put them on a shirt, right? You know these are going to be on shirts and hoodies and merch and all of the things. Okay. So yes, that was my art tour. And I did promise y'all that I was going to show y'all what I'm currently working on and why it's taking me so long to upload this video. And she is here right behind me. What? I'm gonna give y'all a close-up view. Hold on. Alright, so we have this absolute beauty right here. She is a 30 by 40, so 2 feet by 3 feet. 3 feet tall, 2 feet wide. I also used the blackest paint in the world on the background. The subject was done in all oil. So from her head, her full body, all the way down, was created in oil. I'm currently working on these flowers. I might record myself painting them. I'm not sure yet. But this is the current piece that I'm working on. She does not have a solidified name, but it is supposed to represent growth as well, and how sometimes growing can be uncomfortable. All right. So that's a little sneak peek of what I am working on, you guys. All right, y'all. That wraps up this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, because I was hot out there in this Texas spring heat. Okay. Also, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you found some of the things in this video relatable, and if you did, please tune in next week. I'm sorry this video took so long for me to upload, but I am a certified procrastinator and I have been busy. Okay. All right, you guys. See y'all next week for another video. Bye.